everyone. Welcome back to my channel, All Things KSWB. It's your girl Kim, and I am back after over a year of doing a video to share with you all my 2-year anniversary update from surgery. Yay, it's been 2 years since I had VSG surgery. And I wanted to take a moment to reflect on this journey, share some lessons that I've learned along the way, and maybe even encourage someone who's going through something similar. So grab a cup of tea, grab your favorite Stanley, or whatever it is that you need. Get comfortable and let's chat. So 2 years ago, I was in a completely different place. And if you're wondering if I made the right decision about having VSG surgery, I'm not going to play games or be all like dramatic, because the answer is yes. I am still very happy that I had surgery. I was just in a different place 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Physically, I was physically inflamed everywhere. My blood work was irregular, abnormal, off the charts. I was mentally drained, mentally depressed, exhausted. I was emotionally disconnected and not as engaged. I didn't have as much confidence in myself. Surgery wasn't just a procedure that I had. It's been a journey that I'm going on. Sometimes I forget that I am a bariatric patient, but at the same time, I remember every day that I am still a bariatric patient. My sleeve is still sleeving. My restriction still restricts. And there are times that I forget that. And then there are times that I am acutely aware that Queen Sheba Michelle is in a full effect. I mean, it's now my lifestyle. And so it's something that I am still very happy that I did. Maybe should have done it sooner. I am not perfect on this journey. There's still things that I can improve on to have a better lifestyle. What are some of those things? So let's talk about the emotional and the physical journey of it all. I won't lie. There are some very, very tough days, and mostly because the defense mechanism that I had before to comfort me when I was stressed, when I was anxious, when I was bored, when I was whatever, was food. And I don't have that anymore. I can't rely on that mechanism anymore. And so not being able to rely on that mechanism anymore, I've had to get new tools in my toolbox. And that is a very hard thing to do. You know, how do you teach an old dog new tricks? But I am learning new tricks. So I am in therapy. I'm in therapy for anxiety. I am in therapy for depression. And through my work with my therapist, I am uncovering a lot of things about myself, things that lead to anxiety, how to manage it, and some techniques. And so maybe we'll talk about that in a separate video. But just know that I had to get some new tools in my toolbox because the one that I relied on is not there anymore. I am amazed at what my body can now physically do. That I can jog, I can run, I can work out, the fact that I can do a push-up, the fact that I can get on the floor and get down and get back up without having to hold on to something, I love. I love the fact that I can fit in the middle seat of a plane and not have the stress of the anxiety about, am I going to be too big? Now the stress of the anxiety is, why do I have so much stuff on my carry-on? But as opposed to thinking about my body. Healing and going through this process is not a linear thing. It is up, there are ups, there are downs. Sometimes it comes in waves. Sometimes I'll have a good day. Sometimes I won't. And it all just depends on what is going on and what's happening in my life at the time. At some point, I actually started gaining my weight back. I started gaining weight back maybe this time a year ago when I started a new job. And so my whole routine changed, and I was traveling, and I didn't have the tools to adjust my lifestyle to being out of routine and not having and having to travel so much. So my weight gained. I was like 224 at my lowest. So I still hadn't hit my goal, but I had gotten back up to 249 in like 3, 4, 5 months. Like, it was ballooning. And so, in all honesty, I started my journal. Really helped in terms of it in being a mental appetite suppressant. I don't think about food. It does not even occur to me, which is also a side effect of not thinking about food, is that I'm also probably starving. And so I could be doing better with my food if I was better in planning and had a routine. So I've learned some lessons about being resilient, and taking pride in my small victories, getting out of bed, pushing myself, trusting my body again, getting back reacquainted with my body, going through recovery and just celebrating the wins has been something that I just cannot take for granted. Part of also being resilient for me is setting boundaries and having to set boundaries, because there are limits to what I will do, what I won't do, because they have an impact on my sleeve. And so I cannot get stressed as much. Like, I try not to. I can't say that it's worked, but stress is not my friend. And so this surgery and going through recovery and trying to celebrate small wins and set boundaries has been key in this journey over the last 2 years. It is also extremely important to have a support system. I could not have done this without my friends, without my family, without people sharing their stories and complimenting me. And I wouldn't be able to do this without a community. And so having a support system is invaluable and has definitely helped in my recovery over the last 2 years with it. What's changed after surgery? Some things are so crazy that you think are like normal, but they're so weird. One of those strangest side effects of this surgery has been my butt hurts when I sit for too long. Not even too long. I don't know if I have a bony butt now. I don't know if my posture or whatever, but when I sit too long, it doesn't matter if it is the softest of chairs, the firmest of chairs, the comfortable. It is so painful. I have to adjust like this all the time because it is just so bony. I don't know. It is the craziest thing. That is an odd side effect of this. As I eat more sugar, I dump now, which I wasn't dumping before. And so the dumping, I mean, it's not regular, but it does happen. I mean, I'm also on a medication. So either, you know, there's only so much sugar or processed food that my body can take before it's like, get these toxins out of me. So that still happens. Again, Queen Sheba Michelle, she still runs things around here. She is not as temperamental as she was. And then for those of you that don't know, Queen Sheba Michelle is the name of my stomach. I had to give her a name because she has her own personality. So she's not as temperamental. And a part of her not being as temperamental is just learning those signs of, I've got to eat and I need to eat protein right now. You drank that too fast? Okay, chill out. I've still got to continue to chew. Like, I cannot eat fast. She does not like eating fast because she's not able to process that. So yeah, you got to, I'm sitting here chewing. 23. 32. Like, how many chews? The Tootsie Roll, how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? It's like, how many chews do I have to chew for my food to digest so Queen Sheba Michelle won't get upset with me? Like, it is like that. She grumbles. She makes noises. And I'm so used to her making noise, I don't even pay attention to it anymore until it's quiet and I'm around someone else and I'm like, oh, you're gurgling. I don't know what the gurgling is about. I don't know if acid is breaking down stuff. I don't know what's going on, but the gurgles, it's funny it's funny to me, but so I don't take it too seriously. You want to know my weight? My weight as of my 2-year surgery anniversary, I was 231, still about 50 pounds away from what my goal and my target was. And at one point that was so stressful to me to be like, I am 50 pounds away. I'm never going to meet my goal. But my restriction is still there. And so part of me in the back of my mind is like, I know my restriction is still there. If I put in the work, it's going to respond. I let go of I have got to hit this goal within a year. I let that go at the year mark, but I let go of the guilt of hitting it last year. Because as long as my blood work is good, which is the reason why I had the surgery in the first place, if my blood work is good, if all my other tests are normal, then I'm not putting as much into my weight and how much I actually weigh. I have not defined, I would say, my style in terms of clothing. I am on one or two ends. I am either sweatpants, sweatshirts, jeans, leggings, and some J's, or I am in a dress. Like, I'm just like, I don't know which one. Some dresses, some sandals. I haven't really defined my style. I would say I am kind of a athleisure person. I enjoy that, to be comfortable. But when I'm not being comfortable, I consider my style to be more classic, with like modern twists and pops of color. But I have not revamped my wardrobe to align with that. And part of that is because I'm like, I know I'm going to lose more weight. I just know that I am. And so I'm not making investments in clothing pieces. And I work from home, so nobody sees me. So, I think eventually I will get my wardrobe to come up to my personality. Like, we will eventually meet one another. Right now, we're just chilling. And that's probably what my personality is right now anyway. We are in super chill mode. And so my wardrobe is following suit. So that's a brief update on my 2-year journey and my anniversary. I have missed doing videos and I've missed this community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Welcome back. I'm coming back. And coming back, my content will not just be about VSG, but more lifestyle content. If you're on your own journey of healing, if you've had surgery recently, if you've had surgery a while ago and you're still figuring it out, drop something in the comments. Send me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And until the next time,